Hello, it is Marla Diann coming to you from Palos Verdes, California, and I am a success coach and business strategist for creative entrepreneurs. I've been doing this mentoring for over 14 years. Creativity is my life, so I love supporting creatives and having them operate in their highest creativity, which is what this video is about. All right, so last week, and I was promoting a blog article that I had written called Lesson Learned, Coach Tells All. And what it has to do with is, my best teachings come from my own lessons learned while I'm in a challenge, right? And such is the case in the last few weeks. So I'm going to share with you what happened behind the scenes that has to do with the lesson I learned around my genius zone and how it affects me, my emotions, my energy, and my revenues when I'm not in my genius zone most of the time. All right, so direct from behind the scenes, here's what happened. So, and I'm grateful to be able to pass this on to you, right, to really help you be better in your business and your decision making. Okay, so the topic again has to do with the powerful effect of staying in your zone of genius most of the time and focusing in on your high payoff activities most of the day while you're operating your business. And this can be really tricky, so you got to be careful. That's what I found out. All right, so operating in your genius zone is the ultimate leverage strategy so that you can either automate, delegate, or delete. I call that, it's an acronym for ADD. Right. Everything else. So when we lean too much away from our zone of genius and take on non-genius work, and I'll explain to you in just a minute what genius zone is and so forth. But when we take on non-genius work, our revenues can fluctuate and not remain consistent. So genius zone has to do with literally that which you love to do for long stretches of time without getting frustrated or bored, something that comes natural to you, something that brings you the most joy, something that is your highest paying activities. And there's about 5 to 7 of these talents in your zone of genius, okay? And this is the level above your excellent zone, which most of us, including me, thought was the end all be all, and it's not. Because when you're in your zone of genius, you are in your happiest place. You are only doing that and not other things that don't light you up. And that means you're in your highest creativity. Okay. So here was the situation that's been happening the last couple weeks, and that was, I was very excited back in last June, to launch my new podcast, Follow Your Joy. And as was my team, we were like, yes, couldn't wait. It was kind of a two-year long, idea in the making, and it really had to be right for me. I didn't want to do it just because everybody else was doing it. So finally got it launched, and my team handled it beautifully over the last 6 months. Yes, yay team. And by December, however, I noticed I had taken on too much every week of getting the episodes out. So there were things I was doing in addition to my team that I really should not have been doing. And as a result, the momentum that I always had in my business caused my revenues to decrease. Because I was pulled away from my successful lead generating activities of speaking online, offline, and at events and attending events and networking and all that, to me, that fun stuff. So, I love writing. It's one of my genius zone traits, right? Something I've been doing my whole life. And I love writing of the script. I love writing the promotional emails, posting the reels, among some of the tasks that I was doing when I was pulled away from my zone of genius. But again, the truth be told is that I didn't need to be doing those. My team did. So I made some fast decisions about a week and a half ago. And I called my team together and, sorry about that, little background dog barking. All right. So as I was saying, as I made a decision, called my team together and said, okay, big revelation here. I am doing way too much. I am not doing a lot in my genius zone other than writing the script and doing the interview. And yeah, things aren't as rosy over here as they should be. All right. So they were thrilled. They're like, it's about time. It's about time you delegated this stuff. So I did, and my wonderful team, took it on, and they're, in that, and I felt incredibly liberated. So starting this week, I went right into Monday without doing what I usually do for the podcast, and went right back into what I used to be doing, and felt great. I was in high payoff activities. I was in my genius zone. I was, literally feeling like I was completely in, the zone. Yeah. So what's the lesson? The lesson is, please pay attention to your intuition, the consistency of your high payoff activities and your genius zone and momentum, and delegate the rest. Yeah? Whew, amen on that. So I was given The Big Leap. This is all based on the book, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And I was given this book by my coach back in 2016. And I was so inspired by it and so moved by it that I knew I needed to include it in my curriculum. And I did. And ever since 2016-17, I've been taking my clients through this, be it private or group, because it's so life-changing on many, many levels. Not just, oh, okay, I'm great at this, this, and this, and let me do that, during the day. There's so much to this. And those of you that have read The Big Leap, you'll know what I mean, which has to do with what causes us not to be in our zone of genius, which is what I just explained to you, what happened to me. I got seduced. I got seduced to doing things that I shouldn't be doing. All right, so therein lies, it becomes the ultimate leverage strategy as a business owner, okay? And who doesn't want to live and work most of the time in their joy? Because that's what this represents, and your highest creativity, yeah? All right, so if you're challenged, which I am sure you are, or many people are, entrepreneurs, if you are up against this challenge of not being able to stay focused and not sure what to focus on most of the time, right, all the attributes I explained to you, is let's have a chat. Let's have a call. Right? Let's see what we can do to turn this around for you. It's my zone of genius to coach you. I love this stuff. In fact, I just finished this session 2 of 7 sessions with my group, Own Your Genius Zone. And man, things are coming up. Woo! Right? Things are absolutely changing, transforming as we are in it. Okay, so I absolutely encourage you, direct message me to schedule a exploratory call, and let's see if this is something that is going to rock your world. Okay? All right. Take care.